Hey YouTube, welcome to Making Sense. If you're one of the people that are coming back for second, third, or more times, it's great to see you again. Welcome to my channel. And if this is your first time stopping by, welcome aboard. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button down below. Please do so right away. That'd be amazing. Right now, it's down there. You can see it. Otherwise, like, comment, and or share. Any of those would be greatly appreciated. Today's a pretty easy video. 5 fragrances anyone should be able to wear. Stick around. Now, I have 2 honorable mentions. The first of the 2 honorable mentions is going to be this guy right here, Aspen by Coty. This fragrance is a really popular fragrance. It's been around a long time. I want to say I used to wear this back in about 93, 94. I think I wore this most of high school as well. It's a really inexpensive fragrance. Not to say that it's cheap. It's really a great fragrance. If you want to see the atomizer here, we're going to spray that one. It's got a lot of coverage. The smell is so nice. I don't really know how to describe that other than the fact that it reminds me of being younger. Fresh, free, fun. It's just a really clean and fresh scent. I will use this on curtains a lot because it just makes the whole house smell really nice. Throughout my, for the $8 or $10 it was to buy this thing, that's an amazing pickup. Here's the atomizer up close. It's nothing fancy. I hope that comes out clear. But ultimately, if you don't have this in your collection, it's a great one to add. A lot of people will compare it to Cool Water by Davidoff, a cheaper version of Green Irish Tweed from Creed, but it's definitely a great one to add to your collection. The next one on the list is the only niche one. This is actually, like I said, the second of 2 honorable mentions. This one here I find to be just a nicer, richer version of what it smells like. When I show it to you, you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, most of you will. Parfums de Marly, Percival. Now, it's a great fragrance, beautiful bottle, beautiful presentation, super heavy cap. Everyone talks about those all the time. Here's the nozzle effect coming to focus. Now, this one here always gets talked about smelling like Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. And they're not wrong. When I smell this, it reminds me of walking through the mall when I was younger, a little bit after high school, maybe college type years. And it's just, you picture people dressed for the beach, having fun, things of that nature because of the Abercrombie smell. Some people might take this in another light. Some people that might hate the people that used to work for Abercrombie and companies like that. And this could disgust them completely, I guess. So this is kind of a gray area on this list. But smell-wise, you can't do wrong. I've never heard anything but good things about this when people have heard it, smelt it in front of me. And so, sprayer like this. Hopefully that came out clear. Yeah, again, Parfums de Marly. It's a great one. Again, this is only on a runner-up list. With that one there, you have a couple other ones, of course. I told you Fierce. You have Mont Blanc, Legend Intense. This one's discontinued. You might be able to find this at the rack stores right now for $40 or below if you can find it anywhere. That smells a lot like Abercrombie and Fierce, Fitch as well. And there's a bunch of other ones similar in that same realm. So let's get to the top 5. So these are going to be the 5 fragrances that I believe and or know from personal history and things that people have said that really are easy to get. So if you bought any of these for your significant other, for yourself, they'd be very safe buys. And looking at the list on my side, these would also work anytime in the workplace, things like that, but we'll get another list of that another day. Let's get it going. The first one on the list, this guy right here, Coach for Men. It's very simple, very clean. It's a nice bottle, very clean presentation. Overall, the cap can turn like this so that you can travel and not have it spray. The sprayer is not the best one in the game, but when it's in the correct position, the coverage is okay. It's fine. It's another one that when you smell it, it's very easy to like. You know, there's nothing crazy. I don't know about all the notes and all that kind of stuff right now. That's not the part of the game that I'm looking to review exactly. And at some point, if I do a one-on-one fragrance review and I'm really going to dive into the depth of one specific fragrance, we'll go into the notes like crazy. and we'll try to figure out what those notes are as I order those things from like the perfumer's apprentice and things like that to really learn a lot more about it. But overall, this just smells good. You know, people I know that know nothing about perfume, cologne, they really like this one. Every time I wear it to work, different events, things like that, I get compliments on this one. It's not the strongest one. It does die down after a couple hours. It's a skin scent, clothing scent, probably for 3 to 5 hours, give or take. But I always keep a travel atomizer with me. I'm a junkie about that. I have a video about decanting, and you know it's really helpful having a small one with you wherever you go, especially if the person that wants that little refresh once in a while. That's Coach for men. Very easy. I don't have the platinum one. If I had that, I'd be able to compare it to it. At some point, I'll probably add it to my collection, but I've heard great things about platinum as well. The next one on the list, this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. It's a super popular fragrance that I want to say about a year and a half ago, everyone talked about it, couldn't stop talking about it. That would be this one here, Dolce Gabbana The One, EDP. EDP stands for Eau de Parfum. It's a higher concentration of the oil comparison to toilette. This is just a really nice fragrance. As you can see from the dent in the bottle, if that's clear, I've worn this a lot. I've actually given a few different decants out of this one as well to friends. Everyone that wears it tells me they really enjoy it. One guy told me that it helped create his latest baby. Run with that. Good for you, buddy. Congrats. The top comes off very easy. Sturdy cover. Should have done that on the other ones too, but the sprayer. Sprayer's a good amount of juice out there. Totally different smell from the last two, or even three. It's got a nice, it's more of a rich, warmer scent, but still has a freshness to it, if that makes sense to you. For me personally, this is a very easy dumb reach. All 5 of these are pretty much very easy dumb reaches. If you're looking to smell just really a little bit classy, clean, fresh, and you just want to impress the person on the other side of the table or the other side of the room or the chair sitting next to you, you can't go wrong with Dolce Gabbana The One EDP. The EDT is nice as well. The EDP got all the hype. I wear this more than I wear the other one, so I'd still go with the EDP. I call that brown scent. You hear about all the blue scents out there, but I call that a brown scent. It's up there with like, let's see, 1 Million Privé, the One EDP. Got a few other ones back here, all in the same realm. They're all warm scents, but you know, we'll get that. Again, that'll be another video as well. The next one on the list, super hyped up, got very popular for a while. And I'll be honest, the first time I smelled this fragrance, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I put it on, I wanted to like it. There was no way I think I was going to like it, even though I really did want to like it. It was one of those things, the hype was all behind it, and I would go spray it. I didn't like the scent on one of the cards, which you can't always trust. People will say this sometimes, but you can't trust the card sprays every time, because the way that the fragrance will go on your skin and react with your own personal body oils and chemistry definitely changes it. This one here is Yves Saint Laurent YEDP. So this one here is one of the blue craze. There's a ton of blue fragrances out there. Everyone talks about blue fragrances, and they're probably the most popular thing right now on the market still today, and for good reason. They smell beautiful. They're just clean, they're fresh, they're aquatic in a lot of cases, but overall they're just extremely mass appealing. You know, they smell better than soap in most cases. They smell not ridiculously strong. They last for a while in a lot of different instances. This one here, the cap comes off pretty easily. The sprayer, you saw the second spray was huge. I don't know the range. Do that for you. But the scent in this is awesome. It's super fresh, super clean. It's not really like citrusy or anything like that. And I don't want to say it's like laundry linen, but it's just, this is one of my go-to fragrances. I always have a bottle or a decant of this available to me. Even on the shelf behind me, I have a brand new bottle of this that sits right behind this one. And I've already gone through a full bottle of this. That's not common for me. I have a lot of fragrances, as you can see behind me, and some of these go pretty deep. This one here, though, I get a lot of use out of it. It's probably the second most used fragrance I have would be YEDP. I definitely recommend tossing that in your bag. If you're just trying to find an easy solution to get someone a gift for, that one's up there. So the next fragrance is one of my personal favorite fragrances that I own. About 2 years ago, I was fighting myself to bite the bullet to buy this one. And it's kind of funny because now with the collection I have and the friends I've made and working through like a lot of the Facebook communities, you'll realize that there's a lot more access to great fragrances, and everyone's interpretation of the great fragrance is just different. This one here will always be in my collection. If I ever hear they're going to close this down or shut this thing down or get rid of this fragrance, I'll probably buy 10 or more bottles. It's Prada L'Homme. Honestly, this is probably the most common scent I wear to work. It's a really nice bottle. Presentation, this is a huge heavy one. Cap comes off nicely. The atomizer looks like that guy. This is an iris-based fragrance. I only know that because everyone always talks about the lipstick. That just smells nice. I don't know about you, but I find it to be really nice. And it's so different than the ones I just sprayed. They're all like pretty much different. It's weird to describe, but if you're one of the people watching this video, there's a very good chance you understand what I mean by that. Okay, you can tell. Look at it. It's raining down here. You can tell this is one of my favorite fragrances. And I don't know why. There was just something about it. People talk about a lipstick accord. People talk about all different things. What really matters is how you feel about the scent and those that you want to impress, or you want to have a good memory of you by wearing the scent. That's what matters most. Prada L'Homme, definitely a go-getter for me. They have a nighttime version. This is more like a great office scent. I have it over here. Why not share that with you? Something similar. Not going to put this isn't part of the list. It's Prada L'Homme Intense. I guess this is more the nighttime frag. Smells really nice. Has some of the same base as the original L'Homme, and just got a richer, deeper feel to it versus the office scent, which is more light and fresh. Had to just throw that out there because I love the Prada L'Homme line. Not gonna lie. Look up top. If you can even see it, there's a bunch of them up there. Last but not least, 5 on the list, or number 1, whichever way you want to look at it. This is probably the one that, when I've worn it, people have asked me, hey, what is that? I want to get that. So, not that it's the most complimented fragrance I have, but it's the one that most people, when they smell it, when I walk by, gentlemen, women, whatever it might be, have said to me, what are you wearing? I want that. And no, it's not Creed Aventus. That one's probably one of my most complimented fragrances ever, along with Prada L'Homme. Those two are neck and neck, I would say. Do a little bit more homework to get you a video on that as well. This one here is the most common fragrance that someone has asked me, what are you wearing? Even like write it down. Can you put it in my phone? Can you text me it? Because I want to get it for myself, or I want to get it for my significant other. And that is none other than Bleu de Chanel. Bleu de Chanel is a beautiful fragrance. It's again one of the blue fragrances, part of the blue frags, or the fad. The cap, it's magnetic, really nice. It's cool too. There's a lot of fake Bleu de Chanels online, so you want to be careful when you're buying these things. One cool thing to always check for is this: the cap will spin, bounce up and down because of the magnet inside. I don't know if you can come close to seeing inside there, but the Chanel logo is in there. I'm going to try to come closer. It might work, might not. It's embossed there as well. So that's a good way to know. Just works awesome. And Chanel and Dior. Dior is another amazing one. Have some of the great sprayers. Dior is better, I believe. You can see that though? It's really fluid. Just, honestly, you could spray all of these over and over around the house and just be fine with it. I just sprayed like 20 sprays of all different fragrances, and I'm absolutely okay with that. I'm not going to lie to you. This room right now smells absolutely amazing. By far and away, hands down, the number one fragrance anyone has ever said to me, I need that fragrance, I need to buy it. Bleu de Chanel. This is the EDT. They have EDP, they have Parfum. I would recommend EDT myself, only because it's the one that they always say the most and have asked me about, and this is the only one that I've worn when people have said, what are you wearing? I need to buy that for someone. That's Bleu de Chanel, EDT. So you got a top 5 right there. Not that it's my personal top 5, but it's 5 easy to wear fragrances that you can either have for yourself, get them as a gift, or just go check them out. See if they're. Thanks so much for stopping by and checking out my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. Ultimately, remember, click the subscribe button down below, like, comment, and/or share. That would be greatly appreciated. These 5 fragrances really will make whoever it is you're thinking about getting a fragrance for smell great. And if they're for yourself, pick up one, go try a tester at Sephora, Macy's, or one of these other places that have them available. Or you can even get a decant somewhere online at one of the fragrance groups or different websites throughout the US or wherever you may be located. Again, my name is Mike. Thanks so much for checking out Making Sense. And remember, if you're making the world a better place, one spray at a time, then to me, you're just making sense. Until next time.